Pearl, and I'm 30. Close to a month. I came here, I believe it was March 6th. Growing up in a family that had alcohol and drugs was it was a big thing for me, because like it was everybody in my family were alcoholics and drug users, and at a young age I didn't have a childhood. I was basically from a baby to just a young adult. I didn't had any chance to be a child at all because I was always left to watch my younger siblings. So by the age of 10 or 11, I decided to run away from home. The alcohol got too much, the violence got too much. I didn't like the way how I was living, so I figured just moving away from my family would make me feel much better, because I never got to go out to play. I never got to do anything a child would be able to do. So so I left, and from then on I just stayed away from my family. Like, they found out where I was, but I fought and fought to not go home, just because the community I'm from, it's not a bad community or anything, or they're not bad people. It's just no one really looks at each other in a positive way. Like, I don't like to say this, right? But they don't realize we're together as a family. We're in a community together, and that we're here for each other. But the drugs and alcohol, like, if that wasn't around, I'm sure everybody would be together, right? And even with my family. But my grandparents passed on, and things even got worse with my family. Like, everybody, you know, they're living their own life, and I'm not saying I'm better than anyone. I did drugs, I did drink and stuff, but it wasn't my thing to do it so long in my life. It's just, I guess every time, whatever I went through, I look back on it and have no hope, I guess, no faith on how I lived. So I don't know, I stayed away from my community and my family for such a long time. But now that it's even gone really bad, like, it's not the same anymore, I feel for my family and my community members, right? Seeing everybody so dysfunction, thinking everything is okay, but really it's heartbreaking, right? We have elders that are trying to help, and we have good people there, but it's just the drugs just got in the way. And that's something that I'm hoping we can change sometime soon, just not only for ourselves, but just for our younger generation. Doing this is not an easy thing to do, but it's something that you're putting your life, you're changing your life around, right? And yeah, I was an addict. I am an addict, but I've decided, like, to make changes in my life, just because I was just tired of being tired. Like, I was tired of just waking up in the middle, like, throughout the day, and wondering when I'm gonna get high, or how am I gonna get high, or just trying to find my next fix, right? And it was a really lonely life. I I was scared, afraid. I isolated myself a lot, and I hid my drug using a lot of times in my life, throughout my life. Not my whole life, just the past few years. But it got to the point where my children weren't with me. I was homeless. I lost everything. I've been I've been to treatment twice already, but obviously it didn't work because I'm here. So a lot better than what I went to. It's more structured. You're more focusing on yourself and the 12 steps and just everything that we learned here, all the tools and stuff. It actually does work if you actually put yourself to it. Like, before I came here, I thought I knew how I was doing the 12 steps. I thought I knew what I was doing when I was getting clean before, and it's not the same as it was. Yeah, I wasn't here for a while, like long, but in this past like 4 weeks that I've been here, the things that I've learned, the things that really got me and actually stuck to me was like knowing how being an addict and trying to hide the fact that you're not going to make it. But coming here really showed me that it actually does work if you really, really work yourself to it. It's mind over matter. It's up to you if you really want to change, right? No one's forcing you to do it here. You do it on your own. I'm not your own. We have our groups and stuff, but we're able to just express our true feelings and let it go. And that was one of my fears, was actually like admitting the fact that I was an addict, or even admitting that I was doing wrong. And you know, my step 4, that was the hardest step I think I've ever done in my life. I've heard people say it at meetings and stuff, and I'm like, what are they talking about? And I'm like, oh, I already did that before. But then I'm like, when I came here, and I'm like, holy man, it doesn't only take a week to do it. Like, it's a lifetime thing that you have to do these steps, right? Like, in order for you to stay clean and sober, you have to continue working these steps no matter what. There's always going to be something coming back your way. And when I did the 4 steps, it drained me. Mentally, emotionally, I was drained. Every night by 8 o'clock, I was dead tired. I was, you know, but I kept myself awake just to continue to find all these ways to not only blame others, but blame myself. So, yeah, the program here, I'm really glad I did show up, because I wake up every morning and I feel like I'm at peace. I feel like I have no worries. It's not like all worries are gone, it's just I feel that it's actually working. It's just like, just to know the fact that there's already sense that's come my way that I've been looking for so long. And now I have the tools to work with, just to, once I leave here, I'm like, I know I'm still not, like, once I leave, I still have options. When I get out of here, I don't have to depend on, like, coming into a treatment center doesn't make you that you're not an addict anymore. Once we get out of here, we're like, we're still working on it. So it's like, people got to realize, once you come in and you leave, you're not okay. You still have those bumps ahead of you that you're gonna go through. So it's not a like test or anything where, okay, you started it and you completed it, good job, now go fuck up again, right? So I'm like, thank God I did come here. Like, it was a random, I was tired of being sick, I was just tired of being high, and before I came here I stopped using for a week. I was detoxed already, but I was actually going for a job interview, and I said, actually I need like to get myself help before I help other people. So it was a quick setup, and I'm glad that I did show up. This program really helped me a long ways, and I'm going to continue to use these tools that I've learned here, right? It's like God answered one of my prayers for the longest time, right? If you feel that if you feel scared or anxious or like you don't belong here, just remember, like, you're coming here for the same reason as me, as everybody else. We're all here for the same reason. And once you walk through those doors, you'll be scared, but as the process goes, you're gonna see how much of a change you changed yourself. If you believe in yourself, you have to have faith and hope, and you have to have a positive attitude to do it. With a negative attitude, you're not gonna get nowhere. I was always told, what you give is what you get. You want respect, you give respect. And you always got to be honest to yourself. You have to be honest and truthful to yourself, and just believe that there is hope, that your higher power will answer you in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't have to be today, tomorrow, or anything, but eventually he'll answer you if you believe in it. Once you walk in here alone, you walk out alone. That's not the beginning, and it's not even the start, basically. When you really know that you're on a path of sobriety, on a journey, it's like a year from now. Like a year from now, that's when I'm gonna say I'm at the start of my sobriety, because I have so much ahead of me still to learn and focus on in my recovery, because this is an everyday thing for the rest of your life. You just don't, there's no date to it. To be in a recovery, you have to live with it every day. Learn from all your mistakes. God gave you all these mistakes for a reason. I reckon a lot of people, like, honestly, if I could just like choose people to come here, I'd line them up and tell them, like, listen, you gotta come here. You need to come here. Like, I'm not, you know, this is a place to come. I'm sorry to all the treatment centers, but this is way structured, and it's helped a lot of us people, and we grow as a family here, so